Alright, so here's our bracket at the moment. As it sits, we're playing here in the semi-finals, Brisbane versus USA West. Loser goes down to losers round 3. Oh, we're about to start. Rusty's playing heavy, Taipan's playing commander. That seems to be the lineup they're going with through finals. And USA West unchanged as per usual. I think they've only had like 1 or 2 games of rotation against a couple of the bottom teams, but they've basically been strictly this lineup. I guess they didn't want to change around and experiment too much. Some teams like to experiment in finals, throw something different out, but some people do not. They like to keep the lineup they've had all day. So it looks like Slaughtermelon gets a base. That's a typical Slaughtermelon move. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets both. Looks like, is there anyone downstairs? Oh, Green is all in disco. Green have not bothered taking upstairs, or if they did, they got kicked. DK's on 19 lives, and Troy's on 20 still. It looks like, oh, it's DK just taken another. He has. TK's on 18. Troy's still on 20. Slaughtermelon on 7 specials. Taipan on 10 already with a base. Looks like they've cleared. No, they're still holding disco. Anything happening upstairs? No, nothing. Yep, people getting upstairs. Troy's still on 20. DK's on 18. DK hasn't shot anyone yet. He's on that dreaded minus 40. Slaughtermelon on 11 specials. Taipan on 14. This is a relatively even game. It's 1 base difference in it. US West are leading on points, but they have lost 2 medic hits to Troy's 0 lost medic hits. And Taipan is a little tiny bit ahead of the specials curve over Slaughtermelon. But this is pretty tight. Basil, 1,000 points already as a scout without bases. But Thunder's on 920 himself. Don't discount Snuffles. JFK having an awful start, only on 60 points, only 2 specials, only put 2 shots into people. Could have possibly been missiles. Slaughtermelon has used 2 of his missiles. Slaughtermelon's on 15 specials and Cypress on 17, but Taipan's got a lot more resources, 22, 34 for lives and shots. Slaughtermelon he's now on 13, 19. He's getting some reese up. Green are holding disco. For once, somebody's actually in disco, and our cameras pointing there are doing a job. You can see Slaughtermelon and Kodama are both in disco, and Rusty is attacking disco while Taipan's getting resup upstairs. Well, I'm assuming that. Yeah. Not much cameras up there. Rusty is pushing in, and they're holding. DK hasn't lost. He's on 17. Troy is on 19. DK is crouched in that corner, as you can see on the camera there, and Kodama and Slaughtermelon are both defending. Well, to be honest, if they defend it, they've got no reason to move. I think the only person probably not floating around here is Thunder. Thunder's doing his Thunder thing, which is just accumulating points while seeming to barely move from his position. Taipan's now attacking. Taipan attacked through disco. Taipan gets the reset on Kodama. And he gets the medic hit as well. DK on 16. Troy on 17. Someone's getting up in there. Yep, Dellen's upstairs. It looks like Red's resupplies at the top along... I don't know where they are, but they're not really seeing much. I saw Rusty and Taipan back. Oh, this is both actions happening in both spaces. This is bizarre. I'd love to use the full cam if it didn't crash the stream. Troy's on 17, DK's on 16, Slaughtermelon 21 specials, Taipan 26 specials. A nuke drop could be interesting here. Both teams kind of holding and consolidating well. I can't see. Oh, someone's dropped. Slaughtermelon has dropped. And it looks like Green are pushing on that nuke. The nuke goes off. It looks like they're going to come upstairs. Yep, they've come up. Green ramp. And it looks like Red are piled now into the top of long ramp. You can see on that camera in the top there that Troy and Glader are there. I don't know. Taipan has come out. Taipan has put down most of the green players. Kodama is still there. Kodama has pushed them further in. You can see Taipan's retreated. DK is on 13 lives, so is Troy. They took 0 medic hits out of that nuke. But if they take upstairs, that could be, if they push them back into that corner and they do get them out, see now they're getting medic hits, now Slaughtermelon's coming other side. He needed to do that the first time, so he needed a pincer when they came up green. He could have come up long and really trapped and got some extra medic hits, but they didn't utilize that. DK's on 9, they might have gone back to disco. It looks like, oh, yep, a nuke just went off, Taipan nuked. DK's on 9, Troy's on 12, they've both eaten a nuke each. Both commanders on their way to their second. It looks like their push for upstairs. Taipan didn't double drop, he dropped single. Surely. It looks like they've retreated upstairs. I don't think that push upstairs has really done a world of good. He could have. Okay. Well, now he's gone. Now he's gone for the second. Oh, diffused. Diffused by Glader. Diffused by Glader. His own ammo has diffused Taipan's nuke. And Rusty is on 3 shots. Oh my god. Andrew is his father's son. You know Taipan is saying that right now. Taipan is literally saying that right now. That could be a turning point. DK on 9, Troy on 12. Slaughtermelon is quite a bit behind Taipan. Taipan's dropped a second, didn't go off. Slaughtermelon's working towards a second. I would say that Brisbane are probably still in. I would say Brisbane are probably still in control of this game, only just though. If you look at that scoreboard, they've got 4 versus 9 bases. So if everyone gets their bases, they're marginally ahead on points. Taipan is doing the work, Rusty's doing the work. That push upstairs into green cost DK quite a few lives. DK's on 8, Troy's on 11. Slaughtermelon arguably should reach his next nuke as a second before Taipan reaches his third. Thunder, 41 specials. He doesn't care about rapid fire because he's going to take you down before you see him. Taipan's pushing in. Anything happening upstairs? Slaughtermelon's pushing in upstairs. Troy ducks around the corner. Yep, Slaughtermelon on 19. He's waiting to come up. Yeah, too short. Yep, he's gone around the other way. He's retreating around there. That's a scout. That's a scout and 2 resubs holding upstairs. But now it looks like I think I saw Taipan come back in, but he's got another attacking player with him. Taipan's holding up well though. DK is getting crushed. Well, no, he hasn't lost a life yet. Looks like they're pushing, but he's still on 8. Troy's still on 11. Caleb is sitting on a nuke, and Taipan is 6 off his next. DK now on 7 lives. He's on quite a lot of shots, which makes me think that Odin is putting him down so the other players don't get him, and that's why he's still surviving. Slaughtermelon probably needs to drop. He needs to put that pressure on, drop and attack. Rusty's having a good game, 5.5k with only 1 base. It's definitely, the 2-3 hits for Brisbane are definitely dominating here. The only misplay for Brisbane so far has been that nuke defuse by his own team. Everything else, they've kind of been in the ascendancy. Green nuked and tried for upstairs and they didn't get it, which cost them a couple of lives. Slaughtermelon's dropped, Slaughtermelon detonates. That puts Troy down to 7. Slaughtermelon gets Rusty off it, but apart from that, oh no, he trades with Rusty. Heck of a misplay. Yeah, it was an idea. They were holding disco. They weren't doing terribly in disco. They were actually holding quite well. Taipan is full on lives and on 47 shots. He's going to be good for the game. He just needs to go and push. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect it, but I would say Brisbane are definitely in the ascendancy right now. Equal medic lives though. Slaughtermelon is finally getting into it. 11 specials, 18 specials for Taipan, but Slaughtermelon's going to need some resup soon. Looks like no one's sitting in disco, just people walking through it. Let's see if anything's happening upstairs. Not a lot happening on our cameras so far. Looks like they might have pushed into blue because that's where Taipan seems to be attacking. Caleb on 12, 5 minutes left, both medics alive. This is probably going to go to time. Taipan just set up so much better gift now. Taipan is, well actually, Caleb's caught up, but Caleb's low on shots. Taipan on 19 specials, Slaughtermelon on 14, but oof, 2 from Basil. 3 from Basil if you think about it. 24, 44 versus 14 and 8. Yeah. 114 lives to 102 lives. Both medics still up. 4.5 minutes. This would be a miracle if it isn't. Elam is definitely going to go to time. No one's taken a medic hit for a couple of minutes. Basil, whatever. I think Thunder is top scoring as a scout. Let's just put that. And if Snuffles gets his other base, he's top scoring as the scouts. So there's scouts. Oh, there's a nuke. There's a nuke from Taipan. Taipan drops. That takes DK to 4. The 3 hits for green haven't really gotten into this game as much. If you see that, like, Thunder's leading the scoring for green, Snuffles would be if he had his other base. And you look at that red team, Rusty and Taipan carrying, which, you know, happens. It's not unusual. DK on 3, Troy on 6, Slaughtermelon reaches his 3rd nuke. Slaughtermelon needs to go drop. DK on 3, Troy on 5. Medic lives aren't going to really matter at this point. It's just about point scoring. Yeah. Medic, although Troy's on 1 base. Troy is missing a target. He's on 3. If Caleb drops, he takes him out. Troy is out of the game if Caleb drops, and Troy is missing a target. It looks like they're pushing into blue. DK's on 1. Troy's on 2. Slaughtermelon, drop that nuke. Drop that fucking nuke, and they miss a target. And that puts Basil onto 6 as well. This is the wrong time to be stacking. DK's on 1. Troy's on 1. Troy gets a medic hit. Oof. Troy's missing the target. They're trying to push in. But they're guarding that target. Caleb is sitting on a nuke. What is he doing here? Why isn't he dropping? Caleb needs to drop now. Triad is gone. Oh, and he got his target. Troy got his target. If Caleb had dropped a minute ago when he had the specials...
How many times did we say this last night?
That has cost Slaughtermelon not dropping. Slaughtermelon not dropping that nuke has cost, well, it's given the other team 1,000 points because Troy wouldn't have got his target if Slaughtermelon dropped when he finally got the specials. He's dropped now, he's detonated now, but he's in the middle of combat. Go find somewhere else. Take that. And a game like this, you never know what those nukes are going to do. So JFK missing a target. They are behind by less than 1,000. If JFK gets that target, this is going to be very, very close. Well, 1,000 points in it. You think that, you know, if you take 1,000 in a game this close by dropping that nuke sooner, that could be the difference. 1,000 points could be the difference in this match. USA West are ahead on points by 2,500. All targets have been got. So score is as it stands on the board, and USA West are ahead by 1,500. Slaughtermelon, so Rusty and Taipan have, well, Taipan's been slowing down. Slaughtermelon is ahead of him on points for the first time in this game. Rusty doing the work though. 8-6 is a heavy. Kadama 6-4. But those scouts, look at those scout scores for USA West. 7-5 and 7-2 versus 5-9 and 5 for Brisbane. The scouts are actually winning this game for USA West right now. But there's a minute left. Taipan's on 14. Slaughtermelon's on 13. Can any of them get close to a nuke? It would be hard. It would take a lot of domination. Lives is not going to be a problem. Specials, Taipan's on 16. Taipan is getting close. He's on 17. Taipan could get that nuke. Slaughtermelon on 15. They're both close. There's currently 2,000 or so points in it, but USA West are leading and all targets have been gotten. Could this game have been different if Taipan hadn't had his own nuke defused? Probably. 18 specials for Caleb, 18 specials for Taipan. 15-second count goes up. Both commanders, Taipan's, both, Slaughtermelon gets 20, Slaughtermelon gets 20. Is he gonna drop? He's gonna drop. Is he gonna drop? Is he gonna drop? He doesn't drop. He doesn't drop. Taipan gets, he's dropping. Detonate.
Oh, scouts, let's go.
Yeah, you were top scoring at one point, and Dallin would have been top scoring if he had his other base.
Tell my team that.
I've been telling everyone that.